Good day, friends. It's Frankie Rose. I hope you're doing well today. I think what we should discuss today is Lily Peters and what's been going on with her case. But before we do that, how about we get the business done? So all I would ask of you is to give me a thumbs up, hit the bell. I would love it if you would subscribe and share it. That's it. Not a lot. And now, let's talk about Lily Peters. So I've got a couple. The statement comes from Chippewa Falls Police Chief Matt Kelm. And he says that a boy was arrested early Tuesday evening somewhere in the city. He says a search warrant was executed at the residence on 400 block of North Grove Street, and the property is owned by Lily's aunt. The boy's identity has not been released. I think that's telling us where this is headed. According to Chippewa County District Attorney, there is a bond hearing for the subject today at 1 o'clock. They say also this was not a suspect that was a stranger. He was known to Lily, and that there is no danger to the community. So Lily was last seen leaving her aunt's home on Sunday, heading back to her father's home, which was pretty close by. Her father called the police around 9 p.m. on Sunday after she didn't return home. So sadly, Lily's body was found at 9:15 on this past Monday. She was by a walking trail behind, I always have problems with the name of this place, Kugels Brewery, which is close to both her dad's home and her aunt's home. So the officer also said additional interviews were conducted at the residence and evidence was collected. A WCCO crew saw residents of the home waiting in the yard late. This would be last night. As the police did have the street blocked off, investigators were seen taking pictures and searching the property. Excuse me, just getting over a cold. So it says that the home was still wrapped in caution tape last night, Tuesday night. WCCO spoke to one man who just lives down the block. He said police activity. Oh, I'm sorry here. He said that the police activity on the street woke him up about 3 a.m., him and his wife. He said there's a sense of relief in the Chippewa Falls community. The arrest represents a step towards justice for Lily. Oh my goodness, tongue-tied, right? So it says, I do feel sorry. My sympathy is to the family. This little girl, I've seen her around. It's a small town. It's a good town. And this was neighbor Lance Nikolai, I do believe. He says Chippewa Falls is a very good place to be. When something senseless like this happens, we become stronger, and we're going to grow as a community. And this was another neighbor, Bob Purcell. 2 memorials to Lily stand proud, and purple ribbons are on every light post in town. The school district is offering counselors and therapy dogs, which I find interesting, to students, and elementary school classes made time for kids to ask the teachers questions. Everyone in town and beyond works to cope with this senseless tragedy. It is. I mean, I'm assuming, this is just my opinion, but it sounds like we're dealing with a cousin or something. So yeah, we don't know the age. Sounds like he's a minor. So I don't quite know how that's going to work, if we'll get a name or not. But it is extremely sad. So they are doing an autopsy today, and it says that it began early yesterday and should be completed sometime today, Wednesday, April 27th. Lily's body was discovered Monday in a wooded area not far from her aunt's home and was taken to the Ramsey Court Medical Examiner's office in Minnesota. The agency told the Post that the autopsy had not been completed early Wednesday morning. So Chippewa Falls Police Chief Matthew Kelm announced yesterday that a juvenile suspect was known to the victim had been arrested in her murder. Unreal. I'm so heartbroken for this family. So it says nothing will bring Lily back or change what happened, but they are grateful to have news for the family. The suspect's arrest, Kelm said, was confidential and there's no further danger to the community. So, yeah, I think it could be interesting to see if we hear much about this. Just might not hear a lot due to his age. Yeah, Lily, who was reported missing Sunday, was a fourth grader at Parkview Elementary School in Chippewa Falls. So it says the town is 13,000 people, and this is a small town. Everybody knows your name type town. So they have, as I was saying, put up a memorial full of stuffed animals and, their cards and a place to grieve. So it does say they hung drawings and memorials. I've lived here pretty much since I was in kindergarten, this lady says. I felt so safe, and this just basically shows that it can be way too close to home. They are going to do an online fundraiser set up for Lily's family, and it sounds like it had already gotten to 15,000 this morning. I'm not seeing a link. I'm going to have to look and see if I can find you one. So yes, it says juvenile suspect arrested for allegedly killing Chippewa Falls girl, 10 years old, will be making his first court appearance. The person suspected on killing Lily Peters, a 10-year-old girl from Chippewa Falls, will make his first court appearance on Wednesday, today. The appearance, a bond hearing, will take place less than 24 hours after Police Chief Matt Kelm announced his arrest. Chief Kelm said on Tuesday, yesterday, that the suspect is a male juvenile known to Lily. And really, he didn't give much past that. Ileana is what her name was. Abbreviated, she liked to be called Lily, was, as we know, reported missing on the Sunday night by her father. She was in 4th grade, and she was seen wearing purple long-sleeve shirt. And her father told police that when she had not returned home after her visit to her aunt's on North Grove Street, that he did make contact with the police. That night, the officers did locate a bike believed to be hers in the woods off Duncan Creek walking trail, which is near her aunt's house and that brewing company that I am not going to try to say again. So Monday morning, so 2 days ago, this is the same wooded area that her body was discovered. So the bike and her body were located fairly close. So let's see here. it says that they are still actively investigating, and anyone with information should call their tip line at 1-800-263-5906. So Tuesday night's press conference, they had that presser last night, said the juvenile whose bond hearing is Wednesday at 1 p.m. So let's see if anything comes from that. I am going to give that tip line one more time. It's 1-800-263-5906. And I would like to say rest in peace and send my condolences to her family. And for now, friends, I think that's where we stand. I, of course, will keep my eye on this, and if anything shows up, I will try and get you updated right away. So thank you so much for spending the time with me. I do appreciate you, every single one of you. I will get back to seeing if there's any updates on any of these cases. And after that, I will give you an update if there's something new. So for now, friends, I'm going to say cheers, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, friends.